Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video, and I'm Devatis, and today's video is going to be on symfonos photo, which is in part 4 of the symfonos series, which is from Wallap. So without any delay, I'm just going to begin with some basic enumeration. Here, so I'm going to check my height. And let's do and CD into Wallap, CD symfonos, and cat my scan file, which I did before. So by which you can see, I used this command right here. And there is not much more portable, only two, which is 22 and 80 for SSH and HTTP respectively. As you know, that SSH is not enabled as this is an updated version and Apache is outdated. So we'll jump into the enumeration of web, so we can find any directories or as such. And I'll open a Firefox and just type the IP and hit enter. Well, you can see this is an Atlantis or something, Poseidon or maybe. So basically we can resource, I think the source. So to enumerate this web directory more, we can use, let's say, derby, and I'm going to use this for word list and php.html for the extension that I'm going to pass. So as soon as I hit enter, you can see there are two directories found by C and Atlantis. So I'm going to cancel this scan and look for what is C.php. Okay, so that's basically some problem for Atlantis.php. Okay, so I think my bot proxy was still on, so I'm going to switch it off and look again for c.php. Okay, so c.php is basically a redirection to atlantis.php. So this is all we have, and login page, but we don't have any credential or username. So one thing we can do, we can try various SQL commands. We'll try from the most basic ones, and you can type anything for password and hit enter and see if this website is vulnerable to SQL commands. Okay, so let me try some other SQL such as union based SQL. So I'm just gonna write order by one, sorry, order by one and anything blank. Okay, so let us try. So it is not vulnerable for union SQL, so I'll try another SQL command such as or one equals one hash. Okay, so as you can see, I have successfully logged in, so we can conclude that this site is vulnerable to an SQL injection. So we can see what is here. Hades, this could be a user, and so there are basically three users: Hades, Poseidon, and Zeus. So any one of them could have root access, so we have to get that to get a root privilege of the machine. So but first we have to get user access privilege, right? So we can just first the parameter here by writing etc.ps password. So nothing comes up. So as we know that this website was Apache running, we can do one thing, we can get to var.log, sorry, main var.log Apache 2 access.log. Okay, nothing comes up, so we can check the authentication log file by writing just var.log or log /auth.log. Nothing comes up. Maybe remove the extension. Okay, so maybe okay, so let us get the active directory and we'll then go to var.log auth. Boom. So you can see this, we can conclude by this, an authentication log file is basically vulnerable to a local file inclusion to exploit this vulnerability, we need to inject our code, malicious code inside this file, so that we can get in a netcat shell form and local file inclusion technique. So to do that, I'm just going to use fake SSH login credits. As far as SSH fake shell, what you may call it. So this is the command, basically PHP system get and cmd, and I'm going to log in inside this. So we'll definitely not log in inside, but when I hit enter, we don't know the credentials, so we cannot log in. So but when I do this information, this piece of code successfully get logged inside the author log file, which is this. So to check this, I'm just going to use an parameter here for this, and I'm going to call cmd equals id. You can see this is buffering. Okay, so that this command has been successfully done. We can tell by that it has shown us successful response code by telling us its ID, data. So we can also enumerate this mode to check. Let's see if there is Python, or let's see netcat which and see. And boom, you can see the command has been successfully done, and it has told us that, saying us that yes, there is netcat present inside the system. So when we can escalate our privileges to get and meet up the official by which we will elevate our privilege to root netcat dash e in dash 168 56 102, and any port, you can choose any port. I'll choose 444, and I'm going to start my listener here. You can see tech and baby, and hit enter. So as soon as I hit enter, you can see I have a successfully virtual connection from the web server. I can just write to MI and tell me I'm Dr. Data. I can use NTTY shell to escalate my privileges to user. Import. So I can just take a look around what is there. Okay, so there is an PHP file Atlantis. So we're going to get it to look for credential. Okay, so let's see what is inside this file, and you can see I have successfully an user password. I'm going to copy it, and let's see if there is an user account. Okay, so there is an user account called Poseidon. I'm just going to switch, and I'm going to paste my credential that I lifted from the in Atlantis file. And you can see successfully we have switched our account. I'm going to check what is inside there. Okay, nothing much. I can, let's say, let's start. Okay, so netstart will not available as you are not inside an interactive shell, so we can still check for ports. I will be, and you can see there is a local file listening here in this localhost. So what we can do, we can just, if we are to use MS console, which would be very easy, we can just use, after knowing that this is vulnerable to local file inclusion, we could just use that Metasploit HTTP multi Apache web delivery, right? So it would be an easy and matter of minutes to get and root access. So but where is the fun in that? So we are not going to use Metasploit specifically in this video. So without Metasploit we have to get root access, right? So to run this, we can, the first thing would come in our mind is to get a port forwarding, right? But port forwarding is not allowed, not inside this is so, and we are not inside metabeta. So you can do one more thing is SSH tunneling. You can use, let's say, 9000, and I'll post 1 followed by 8000. We'll use username as Poseidon @ okay, sorry, I forgot to do it from my machine, right? user 1000 system. I don't want to get any spelling wrong. PSC ID certain at the rate. That's it one and hit enter. And we're going to paste our login credits that we found inside the atlantis.php. Where did it go? Yeah. And boom. Now what we can do is now we can access the localhost using 127.199 and we can fire up pop suite, capture some request right there. Okay, so this is cookie.set push item. Let us open this in a new tab and see what is there. Okay. Nothing much, just one file image. You can download this file and debug it, but I'm sure you won't find anything. So why waste our time, right? For the enumeration sake you can do it, but I'm just not going to. So why my prop suite is still not up? Right there it is. So I'm going to next start Bob. So as you can see, the Bob is successfully fired up, and now I'm going to go inside proxy. Intercept should be on. Where is my web browser? Right there. And I'm going to set up our Foxy proxy, turn it on and refresh. Okay, so as you can see, this is the username it is captured, and let us copy this information, the decoder, paste, and I'm going to decode this information as base64. As you can see, this right here is you can tell by looking, this is in Python JSON string of Python, so we can insert an PHP code or shell code here to get a reverse shell. So this isn't bit of a complicated, so I pre-written it here. Right there. This is the piece of information that we're going to use, and I'm going to copy it, and let's say paste it here, and I'm going to encode this information as base64. Okay, I'm going to copy it and MC. But as you can see, I have used 4444 for listening. I'm going to use the same number here. So let us open another tab. Sudo lctech pp 4444 if listening on any decoder. Okay, under proxy I'm just going to delete this piece of information and paste out base64 encoded shell here and hit forward. As soon as I hit forward, you can see I have a device connection from the system, and I can write who am I. I'll say I am root. I can cd to root, and let's take in the stage alh, and I can cat.txt, and I'll see congrats on rooting Symfonos 4. So we have successfully got the root access of this machine. So if you like the video, please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be Symfonos 5. Good night.